In 1872, there were worms falling from the sky in Somerville, Massachusetts. In 1877, the same thing occurred, the same phenomena occurred in Christiania, Norway. In 1969, this occurred in Cotswolds, and as recently as 2007, a lady was walking in Jennings, Louisiana, and then she saw or she felt some tangled worms and saw it fall on her. The theory with this particular one is that there was some form of water sprout that occurred 5 miles away from Jennings, Louisiana, and that sucked the worms up and, well, came down as rain in Louisiana. In Rakuzefalva, Hungary, there was an absolute issue where frogs were raining down on the residents and they were absolutely scared. As in the Bible, there was some form of occurrence where God rained down frogs to the Egyptians to free the Israelis or Israelites, and that gave a lot of scare to the residents of that particular town in Hungary. Rajamunu, Australia, situated at the edge of the Tanami Desert, there was fish that had fallen from the sky, thousands of fish to be exact, and these fish had traveled hundreds of miles because, well, this particular town was hundreds of miles away from the closest lake, and there is an explanation for this, or there is a theory for this, that sometimes they come in a whirlwind, in a small tornado, where they can pick up the fish from the from the lake and travel all the way miles away and drop them on an unsuspecting population. On January 1st, 2011, thousands of blackbirds fell from the sky in Beebe, Arkansas, in a sudden and shocking incident that stunned residents and experts alike. The birds, identified as red-winged blackbirds, European starlings, and brown-headed cowbirds, littered the streets and lawns and rooftops of towns, and some were still alive and flapping when they landed. This particular scenario was initially attributed to fireworks or weather-related stress, but later investigations suggested that the birds might have been frightened by loud noises or disoriented by sudden weather change and collided with buildings, power lines, or each other. All the way back in 1894, August 14th, an incident of animal rain had occurred, and it is one of the earliest recorded ones, of a jellyfish that fell down on the city of Bath in England. The jellyfish, which were identified as Velella velella, a species of hydroid that floats on the surface of the sea, was scattered on the streets, gardens, and even on hats and clothes of unsuspecting pedestrians. Again, a water sprout is theorized to have happened from the Bristol Channel and carried them inland. A similar occurrence in Japan had occurred in 2009, where tadpoles were seen falling down from the sky that was still alive and were on bonnets, on cars, on windshields, in parking lots. They were scattered on, hundreds of them were scattered around. People said there's nothing to be concerned about, but this is a very, very weird event which has some theoretical backings in terms of sprouts and whatnot, tornadoes. So yeah, this has been a short video on, well, reading about or listening to animals that fall from the sky. It's a weird occurrence that has some weight behind it. Thank you so much for watching this video.